It's so weird to see reporting like this because you would think a woman showing off her body as proudly as Bianca Censori does would be lauded and applauded by the media, but because she's in a happy relationship from all accounts, that she's married to Kanye West. That's the big problem, obviously, because they couldn't successfully cancel him last year. They just decided to go all full knives out, and hopefully, according to them, more than likely, he just dies a sad old man. But we can go ahead and take these headlines at face value that Bianca Censori returns to Australia without her controlling husband, Kanye West. His friends finally get through to her in a hometown intervention. You know what this is proving right here? That single women keep women single. It's like, oh, you're married to a billionaire? No, he's controlling. How's he controlling exactly? By taking you around the world, showing you all the sights, allowing you insight into his multi-billion-dollar fashion empire. He sounds very controlling, right? The wife of rapper, that seems just a little bit dismissive to simply say that Ye's a rapper, has quietly returned to her native Australia, minus her husband, where she allegedly was confronted by worried friends at an intervention. Yeah, fantastic. Bianca Censori's loved ones or friends, because that's two different camps that we have here, raised concerns about her relationship with the Yeezy designer, and are now confident she is aware of West's controlling ways after being told to wake the fuck up, insiders claim to Daily Mail. I'm sure the architectural designer, 28, slipped back into the country last week, her first trip home since marrying the 46-year-old West nearly a year ago, and catch up with her parents, Leo and Alexandria, and sister, Angeline. Censori sisters were spotted last Friday night at a popular Melbourne bar, Marquis of Lorne in Fitzroy, where sources say they partied until closing time. Well, if that's the case, she's going to be single, and that would be a decision not made by her meddling girlfriends. One patron said Ms. Censori went largely unnoticed in the bar. Which is probably another good reason why she should stick by Kanye as well, because if she's not getting noticed at all for having quite an outrageous body, that should also tell you that she just blends into the background. No one made a fuss at all. She was with her sister, and they just blended in with everyone else, even though her outfit was sort of on the outrageous side. Oh my god, he's controlling you even from afar. Or maybe she respects the authority of her husband. I know that seems like a foreign concept in 2023 going into 2024, but I don't know. Maybe she respects her husband. I know. Oh my god, it's so toxic. I didn't even recognize who she was until a mate of mine pointed her out and said, "Look, that's Kanye's missus over there. She was there just having a good time and a few drinks, catching up with friends. It was really no big deal." Oh, okay, you're saying that, oh no, she was partying until the sun came up, when in actuality it was a get-together with friends she hasn't seen in a while. All right. At one stage during her solo trip to Melbourne, it was understood Censori reunited with two longtime girlfriends. Oh, what, for divorcees, I would imagine, some miserable old fucking spinsters. It marked the first time she had seen them since secretly tying the knot with West last December. Censori had previously accused her friends of being jealous of her newfound fame when they expressed concerns her husband was manipulating her into a radicalized version of his former wife, Kim Kardashian. Listen, man, she's apparently, okay, for all intents and purposes, naturally endowed with those curves. He didn't have to construct her into anything. If we want to go ahead and assume anything, I would imagine she probably was like, oh my god, I can go ahead and hook up with Kanye West. What can I do? How can I be a benefit to this guy so that I can one day be Miss West? But that's controlling. That's toxic, okay? Guys should just go ahead and wife up any chick that's out there on the street. Anybody or any woman out there, okay? You don't need to change for a man at all, okay? You don't need to add any value to him. They should just simply be lucky enough to be in your presence, right? And that's what the media is out there telling you. But after months of allegedly avoiding those closest to her, a source claimed to Daily Mail she was starting to see things from an outside perspective. Again, single women keeping women single. Bianca Censori's friends have finally gotten through to her with warnings about Kanye West's controlling ways after telling her to wake the fuck up while reuniting in Australia for the first time in months. Censori's friends staged a successful intervention to raise concerns about her relationship. Who are these friends? And are they actually doing anything to benefit her? Because, okay, he's controlling. Can you go ahead and define that? Because you hear a lot of that type of talk from trifling ass modern women, but they never really come down on a firm definition. If he's so controlling, how'd you get to Australia? I'm just wondering, man. The architectural designer was reunited with two longtime girlfriends earlier this month. After avoiding those allegedly closest to her, a source has exclusively revealed to Daily Mail that she's starting to see things from an outside perspective. So yeah, other than questionable shoulder pad choices, I don't know what to tell you, man. That just doesn't look like any chick that you wouldn't find walking in Los Angeles or Miami. What's so controlling about this? She's around her husband. Great, fantastic. You wouldn't have batted an eye at this type of a situation 20, 30 years ago. Your parents, your grandparents' generation. What are we doing here? Because yes, this type of a situation, when your husband's not around, that's so much better, right? Just going around to a club, trying to find somebody who is also rich and famous. You're never going to find another Kanye West. He can go out there, and it just proves right there, oh my god, he's controlling, he's manipulating, he's trying to mold her into the next Kim Kardashian. Just showing you how disposable these bitches truly fucking are. But she added some value. In turn, she got the ring, she got the last name, she got the security that the rest of these bitches are simply opining for. Everyone is glad that they were finally able to get through to Bianca, they said. Okay, her friends let her know exactly how they feel. And she's like, yeah, I can't wait to get off this shitty little island where you stupid broads are just ruining each other's lives. Now I know why I left. Told her that she needs to wake the fuck up. She knows that she has shut out those closest to her. Yeah, she went to her family first, and then those trifling broads just showed up. That's what we're seeing here. Okay, it's almost like those aren't the closest to her, and that she is also starting to see through the smoky mirrors of her marriage. What smoky mirrors? She is aware of Kanye's controlling ways, and she is starting to see things from an outside perspective. Their reunion was documented on Instagram, with one of Bianca's friends sharing a picture of the three of them alongside the caption, Mrs. Ye, and note to the rapper's legally changed name. Yeah, exactly. She's Mrs. Kanye West. Your friends know that, but they're also trying to trifle in this relationship. I don't necessarily believe this reporting, but the fact that it's out there, that's what gives me pause and why I'm deciding to bring this forward. Talked about this before when I've discussed Kanye's situation. They don't want the man to succeed. They tried to cancel him, only for him to come back around, because he's such a money-making genius. I think that's indisputable. But if he has a good thing going, they're both consenting adults, they both seem to be having a very good time in this relationship so far. It could go completely sideways, okay? But that's not the point. The media wants to keep these bitches single because they want to keep them consumers. 80% of consumer decisions are made by women. They control 75% of the debt. Of course, they want to keep them in the churn, because that's how all of these places make money. That's why they just keep down the side. You always see time and time again these old broads, oh, she's never looked better in this plunging top post-breakup. Or take a look at how good she looks for 47 years old. But here you have a 28-year-old married woman married to a fucking billionaire, and she's in this controlling relationship because she's wearing the same clothes at the direction of her husband that you're promoting all of these old divorcees wearing, but they're empowered and she's being controlled. Make that one make sense. Showing off her penchant for bizarre attire, Bianca was wearing a plunging black top, which she accessorized with an oversized fur hat. Yeah, that's that picture. That's this picture right here. Her bizarre attire. Do you think that she'd be wearing anything different? And I already know her friends are hoes because they got fucking shoulder tattoos like that, and they're showing them off. And she also looks like she's a wannabe a wannabe Kim Kardashian. Maybe She's hoping that there could be a sister wife type situation. Because yeah, when Bianca was still on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, those were the type of pictures that she had out there. Do you really think that her fashion sense post Kanye West marriage would have changed at all? Or would she still be doing the exact same stuff before? So that just harkens back. Is she being controlled? Or is the media trying to control the narrative when it comes to happy, successful relationships? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.